my name is Christine, and would you kind of tell me a little bit of, introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about why you're here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who would like to start?
I'll start. I called you to make this appointment today. I'm Megan, and I'm just here because I'm kind of concerned about my mom. You know, she's getting older, and it just seems like she's taken a few spills lately, and you know, she broke her hand like a year ago, and just recently she fell again. So I know my sister's trying to take good care, but I have some concerns about the level of care, and I've been trying to kind of talk to her about maybe bringing in some support, but she seems pretty reluctant at this point to do that, and she's the power of attorney, so I'm just here to kind of see if we might be able to come to a solution.
Okay. Can you tell me, before I hear her side, can you tell me a little bit about when you talk about support?
Mm-hmm.
What does that, can you tell me a little bit about what you mean by support?
Well, you know, we are fortunate because I feel like my mom does have the means to actually maybe kind of hire in some private aides that would be there. You know, she tends to fall, you know, when she's taking a shower, when she's cooking. So if we could just have just a private aide maybe come in and, you know, nothing 24-hour, you know, she doesn't have a lot of medical needs, but just someone there, because for some reason it just seems like my sister is having trouble doing that.
Okay.
Well, I don't know where this is coming from, honestly. We've talked a little bit about you know, the time that our mom fell and broke her hand, but I thought we kind of resolved things. And yeah, like she said, I'm the power of attorney, and I feel like I am taking good care of her.
Okay, what I'm hearing from both of you is you both love your mother. That's a strength that I can identify. And you both, you know, want the best for your mom. And so can you tell me a little bit about when you say that you think mom is taken good care of? Can you explain to me how that looks like?
Well, yeah, I think we've done a good job of, you know, rearranging the house so that it's easier for her to access things. You know, I've even bought the new car, you know, it's a van, easier for her to get in and out of rather than, you know, trying to step up in the car. And, you know, it's just been little improvements like that I feel like have been good for her. So, I don't know.
So
I'm just a little bit, like, kind of something you said earlier, you know, I think we do really love our mom, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But I'm confused as to why you wouldn't want more support for our mom. Like, I just don't, I understand you have bought a van, and that's really wonderful and everything, but I'm just kind of confused, you know, like, in my mind, more support is always better. It would actually...
Well, yeah, I mean, and I agree, more support would be better, but financially, I don't think that mom's, her savings could really, you know, it couldn't withstand support for a long time, and what we're talking about is very costly. So, I just don't think that it could be for a very long amount of time.
okay, what I'm hearing from Megan is, you know, that you'd like support. Can you kind of explore to me a little bit about support in your family, how that has looked like before, or is there somebody in the family that you can relate to? They've had an older adult and they've had support. Can you kind of tell me, is this something that you are aware of? Or?
Well, you know, yeah, this has been actually really hard for me because, you know, from where we come from, it's like, you know, you take care of your own, and the thought of even hiring anyone would just be kind of unheard of. But I feel like I'm left with no other means. You know, I'm working all the time, and I'm really, you know, kind of trusting my sister to take care of my mom, but it's just not happening. And so, you know, hiring someone really isn't something that is, you know, the best option in my mind, but I just feel like it's the only option right now. So, and I didn't really want to tell you that because I don't want you to feel like you're not taking good care of Mom, but I just
feel like I am, and so I don't know where this is coming from.
And I'm also, I guess, while we're here, maybe we should just throw it out there. I'm just a little concerned about the money stuff too. It's kind of like our mom, you know, when our dad died, we had plenty of money. He did a lot of international trading. There should be a sufficient amount for no matter what my mom needs, even though I'd rather, like, I could take care of her. So to hear that there's not enough money, I'm actually a little worried, and I just, not being the power of attorney, I haven't had access to all the numbers, but just seems like you are, you know, living a pretty, I don't want to say it, but yeah, like a frivolous lifestyle.
So what does it feel when you hear your sister say, you know, do you agree with her that, you know, Mom had, when your dad passed away, he left a lot of money, and do you, you know, what do you take of that?
Well, I agree. Yes, he did a substantial amount, and I feel like I've been responsible in delegating that money. You know, I mean, I'll admit maybe a couple of the things weren't exactly necessary, but I felt like it improved Mom's quality of life to have those things, like our new Suburban, or our new van, and the furniture that is a little bit easier for her to get in and out of, those kind of a thing. And but also, like, Mom's medical bills are adding up, and it's pretty substantial. So you know, it's dwindling, it's getting, you know, lower and lower, but I don't know if there's much we can do about it.
Okay, so what I'm hearing from you is you've really tried to make sure that Mom, you know, has lived a comfortable life. You know, you've done the best you can, and I think what I can hear from you, yes, you agree with that, but I guess, you know, how would it look like maybe from your side? Can you tell me, if you had somebody extra help come in, what would that look like for your mother and for your sister?
Well, I guess I don't even want to think about it. I'm just worried about the financial aspect of it.
Just worried that maybe you can't get a weekly manicure and go to brunch with your friends when I'm home, and these are the kinds of things I'm noticing, you know, like someone coming in, yeah, is going to cost money that might actually not be your money.
Well, it is my money. I am Mom's power of attorney, and I'm delegating for her. So, I don't know, I guess this is brand new news to me, and I'm pretty offended about this, but I just don't see how we can get another person in there to take care of Mom. I feel like I'm doing all I can.
So when I'm hearing you saying that you're doing all you can you kind of explore that a little bit? You know, I know, you know, from the way you were raised, is that something that you've seen in the family, and, you know?
Well, yeah, you know, growing up, our grandparents, you know, were very, they weren't able to get around in their later years. So my mom was the primary caretaker for my grandparents. So, yeah, we've had a good example of what that means, and I feel like now I'm trying to replicate that example. We both are, but I feel like I have a little bit more responsibility and a little bit more stress because, you know, I have the financial end of things to take care of too.
Okay, so do you think, you know, from what I'm hearing from both of you, do you think, you know, bringing extra help, I know you're saying financial wise is a little, you know, but is there a way you can meet in the middle and see how this can be worked out so that Mom's health is, you know, put as the,
you know, well, I guess if the finances are the only issue, then maybe we need to take a look at things and just see where things are standing.
So what I'm hearing from you, you're willing to look back and see what, you know, what you can do and get extra help.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? when you hear that your sister just said that?
I mean, I would love to kind of take a look and just kind of see the financial, you know, I just have not seen any numbers, so I think that would be a good start. Like maybe I am being kind of outrageous in my requests, but to just kind of get a better picture for the money would be really helpful.
Okay, well, yeah, I think that's a good start, and then, you know, once you do that, for next appointment, we'll talk about, you know, what you figure out, and we move on from there.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for coming in today.